Hello and welcome to my YouTube page. In this video we will walk through a Python program. In the beginning I will give you an overview of what I plan to cover, then I will switch over to Python idle editor, walk you through the script and then run the program in Python shell. At the end, if you've enjoyed this video, please consider liking, sharing and subscribing. Now let's begin. A tuple is a Python sequence similar to a list. To create a tuple of items, write the values separated by commas. It is often convenient to enclose the items in parentheses. A tuple is immutable, which means that after creating a tuple it cannot be changed. The value of the elements in a tuple cannot be altered, and elements cannot be added or removed from the tuple. Tuples can be nested, which means tuples of tuples can be created. Function len can be used to get the number of elements in a tuple. A tuple can be converted to a list by calling function list. A list can be converted to a tuple by calling function tuple. It is also possible to build lists of tuples and tuples of lists. Tuples are preferred over lists when the programmer does not want the data to be modified. This is an advantage as they can be used to prevent accidental addition, modification, or removal of data. Another benefit to using tuples is that they use less memory and make program execution faster. In contrast to a list, every time an execution is performed on a list, new objects are created and they are not interpreted once. Since tuples are identified in Python as an immutable object, they are built as a single entity. Various operations can be performed on tuples. The operations we will cover in this video include indexing, negative indexing, nested indexing, slicing, concatenation, repetition, membership, comparison and iteration with a for loop. As with lists, the individual elements of a tuple can be referenced by using an index value. We can use the index operator to access an item in a tuple, where the index starts from 0. Now, let's open up the Python idle editor and develop a program that performs several operations on tuples. First, start out by putting identification information for the Python file enclosed by 3 quotations. For the program file name, let's title it tupleoperations.py. Then the author information, and for that, I'll put my name Lewis. Next the date, which is September 16, 2022, and lastly I'll put a short description of the program. This program performs 9 operations on tuples. The operations we will cover include indexing, negative indexing, nested indexing, slicing, concatenation, repetition, membership, comparison, and iteration with a for loop. For this program, I want to use 4 different tuples. Type letters equals, open parenthesis, apostrophe p apostrophe comma, apostrophe y apostrophe comma, apostrophe t apostrophe comma, apostrophe h apostrophe comma, apostrophe o apostrophe comma, apostrophe n, apostrophe close parenthesis and press enter. For the second tuple type numbers equals, open parenthesis 1 comma, 2 comma, 3 comma, 4 comma, 5 close parenthesis and press enter. For the third tuple, type pets equals, open parenthesis, apostrophe cat apostrophe comma, apostrophe dog apostrophe comma, apostrophe hamster apostrophe comma, apostrophe guinea pig apostrophe close parenthesis and press enter. The fourth tuple is special as it has multiple different data types. It has a list inside the tuple and a tuple within the tuple. For the fourth tuple, type nested tuple equals, open parenthesis, apostrophe Amazon apostrophe comma, open bracket, 2 comma, 4 comma, 6, close the bracket, comma, open parenthesis, 1 comma, 3 comma, 5, close the parenthesis twice and press enter. Prior to implementing the 9 methods, let's print each initial tuple. Type print, open parenthesis f quotation, tuple 1, 2, 3, and 4 are colon, \n, open curly brackets, letters, close curly brackets, \n open curly brackets, numbers, close curly brackets, \n, open curly brackets, pets, close curly brackets, \n, open curly brackets, nested tuple, close curly brackets, close the quotation, close the parenthesis and press enter. The F preceding the input statement means formatted string literals and it is a way to format your string that is more readable and fast. The tuple titles embedded in curly brackets will pull in the tuple values that were input above.
The \n will create a new line for each tuple.
The print function prints the specified message to the screen or other standard output device. The message can be a string or any other object. The object will be converted into a string before being written to the screen. I want to input a blank space between each method, therefore, type print, open and close parenthesis, then press enter.
The first operation we will cover is indexing. The Python index method searches for the given element in a tuple and returns its position. It returns the first occurrence of the element in the tuple.
Let's print index 1 by typing print, open parenthesis, quotation, the index is, colon, close the quotation, comma, letters, open bracket, 1, close the parenthesis and press enter. Later, this will print the item located at index 1 in the letters tuple. I want to input a blank space between the output of each operation, therefore, type print, open and close parenthesis and press enter.
The second operation will cover negative indexing. Python supports indexing from the end. This means the last value of a sequence has an index of -1, the second last -2, and so on.
Let's print the negative index 4 by typing print, open parenthesis, quotation, the negative index is, colon, close the quotation, comma, letters, open bracket, -4, close the parenthesis and press enter. Later, this will print the item located at index -4 in the letters tuple. Input a blank space by typing print, open and close parenthesis and press enter. The third operation will be nested tuple indexing. Nested tuples are accessed using nested indexing. For this operation, we will use the tuple titled nested tuple we created above. Type print, open parenthesis, quotation, the nested index is, colon, close the quotation, comma, nested tuple, open bracket, 1 close bracket, open bracket 2, close the parenthesis and press enter. Later, this will print the index 1, which is a list, and index 2 within index 1. Input a blank space by typing print, open and close parenthesis and press enter. The fourth operation is slicing. Tuple slicing is basically used to obtain a range of items. Let's print the sliced result by typing print, open parenthesis, quotation, the sliced tuple is, colon, close the quotation, comma, letters, open bracket 1 colon, for close the parenthesis and press enter. Later, this will print the sliced letters tuple from index 1 to index 4. Input a blank space by typing print, open and close parenthesis and press enter. The fifth operation is tuple concatenation. Concatenation is using the plus operand to combine multiple tuples into one. The plus operator can be used to add numeric values or concatenate strings.
I want to combine the letters tuple and the numbers tuple. Type combine tuple equals, open parenthesis, letters, plus, numbers, close the parenthesis and press enter.
Let's print the combined tuple by typing print, open parenthesis, quotation, the combined tuple is, colon, close the quotation, comma, combined tuple close the parenthesis and press enter.
Let's input a blank space by typing print, open and close parenthesis and press enter. The sixth operation is repetition.
Repetition of a value within a tuple is when it is required to repeat a tuple n times. The multiplication operator can be used to accomplish this task. Type repetition equals, open parenthesis, apostrophe hello apostrophe, comma, close the parenthesis, multiplication 3, and press enter. Let's print the repetition tuple by typing print, open parenthesis, quotation, the repeated tuple is, colon, close the quotation, comma, repetition, close the parenthesis and press enter. Input a blank space by typing print, open and close parenthesis and press enter. The seventh operation is membership. Python tuple membership operators in and not in are used to check whether the value is a part of a given tuple or not. Let's specifically check items within the letters tuple. Let's reprint the letters tuple by typing print, open parenthesis, quotation, remember the letters tuple is, colon, apostrophe, comma letters, close the parenthesis and press enter. Let's check for two items. Type membership equals apostrophe p apostrophe in letters and press enter. Next type membership 2 equals apostrophe 2 apostrophe in letters and press enter.
If these values are within the tuple, it will return a result of true, otherwise false will be returned.
Print the results by typing print, open parenthesis, quotation, is P in the letters tuple, colon, close the quotation, comma, membership close the parenthesis and press enter. And for the second type print, open parenthesis, quotation, is the number 2 in the letters tuple, colon, close the quotation, comma, membership 2, close the parenthesis and press enter.
Input a blank space by typing print, open and close parenthesis and press enter. The 8th tuple operation is a comparison.
Tuples are compared position by position. The first item of the first tuple is compared to the first item of the second tuple, the second to the second, and so on.
If the conditions are correct, it will return as true, otherwise it will return as false.
Let's print this comparison by typing print, open parenthesis F quotation. The compared tuples are colon, \n, open curly brackets, letters, close curly brackets, \n, open curly brackets, numbers, close curly brackets, close the quotation, close the parenthesis and press enter.
This will print the two tuples we are comparing.
Next, let's print the results by typing print, open parenthesis, quotation, are the letters and numbers tuples the same, colon, close the quotation, comma, letters, numbers, close the parenthesis and press enter.
Input a blank space by typing print, open and close parenthesis and press enter. The next and last operation is iteration over a tuple using a for loop.
Type for pet in pets, colon, and press enter. Now type print, open parenthesis, quotation, my pet is a, close the quotation, comma, pet, and close the parenthesis.
Now, let's run the module and confirm the program that performs several operations on tuples works as expected.
In the Python idle editor header, click Run, then click Run Module. After the idle shell opens, based on the code we input, first Python prints the initial tuples. Next, Python the index is, y the negative index is, t the nested index is, 6, the sliced tuple is, y, t, h. The combined tuple is, p, y, t, h, o, n, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the repeated tuple is, hello, hello, hello. For the membership test, we wanted to know if the letter P and the number 2 were in the letters tuple. Is P in the letters tuple returns as true? Is the number 2 in the letters tuple returns as false? For the tuple comparison, we wanted to know if the letters tuple and the numbers tuples were the same. The result returns as false. The last operation we performed was to iterate across the pets tuple with a for loop. The result is the iteration my pet is a cat, my pet is a dog, my pet is a hamster, and my pet is a guinea pig.
Thank you for watching my video.
If you've enjoyed this video and found it informative, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload videos to YouTube. I'll see you next week with a new Python video. Until next time, take care.